Now he takes the repeated letter L and then ciphers it 12 times. From this, he obtains the same internal message indicator that the sending operator used. He zeroes the letter counter then sets up each usable letter on the 6 key wheels. Since the letter W is missing from the 2nd key wheel, he has to set up the next letter, U. Then he continues with the remaining letters. Here's the result, the original internal message indicator. Now he can start deciphering. First, the encipher-decipher knob goes to the D position. Then, beginning with the first letter after the indicator groups, he sets each letter in position on the indicating disc and deciphers it. When deciphering, the spaces between the letter groups are disregarded. All the X's at the end of a message must be deciphered because the receiving operator doesn't know whether they have merely been written in or are an actual part of the cryptogram. Here's our original message. Let's compare it with the cryptogram. It's obvious that the last 2 X's are meaningless, so the operator crosses out the corresponding letters. The letter Z, which we put in after each word in the original, comes out as a blank, thus spacing the words. Since it comes out as a blank, it must be filled in where it obviously belongs, as with the Z in 0. The last step is to turn the key wheels to break up the internal message indicator. And to destroy all work copies of the code, just as we did after enciphering. The message can now be transferred to a blank, dressed with the necessary information, and sent to the addressee. Now that we have enciphered and deciphered a complete message, let's go back and study in detail the pin and lug settings that are the key to the converter M-209. The pins for each letter on the 6 key wheels are movable. So are the lugs on the metal bars of the drum. The charts used to set up these pins and lugs are changed every day, so whenever a message is either sent or received, the charts must be checked for the proper pin and lug setting. These letters and dashes indicate the pin positions. A letter means that the pin goes to the right. A dash means that it goes to the left. Before making a setting, all pins must be moved to the left. Now that this is done, we can set them according to the chart. In the first column is a dash. Therefore, the pin of letter A on the first key wheel goes to the left. But this pin is already on the left, so you don't need to touch it. Letter B means the pin of letter B on the first key wheel must be pushed to the right. The same with C. The pin goes to the right. Be sure that each pin is pushed all the way so that it is flush with the side of the key wheel. An improperly set pin may slide into the wrong position and cause an error. Another dash. You don't have to move D pin since it's already to the left. Continue this way until all the pin positions indicated on the chart have been set on all the key wheels. Now you're ready to tackle the problem of setting the lugs. These numbers on the left of the chart, 1 through 27, represent the 27 drum bars. While these numbers here correspond to the numbers found on the number plate. For drum bar number 1, the lug positions are 3 and 4. Therefore, on bar number 1, the left-hand lug is moved into position 3. The right-hand lug is set in position 4. Be sure each lug catches firmly in its correct position. For drum bar number 2, the lug positions are 0 and 4. Therefore, on bar number 2, the left-hand lug is moved into the 0 position, and the right-hand lug is moved into position 4. And so on until all the lugs are set. To make sure that all pins and lugs are correctly placed, you check against this group of letters at the bottom of the lug chart. It's called the 26-letter check. Here's how it's done. Set the counter to 0 and the encipher-decipher knob to C. Then turn all 6 key wheels to A. Now encipher 26 A's one after another. The result should match exactly the 26-letter check. If it doesn't, a lug or pin has been incorrectly placed and the positions must be rechecked against the chart. In this case, the letters check and the converter is ready for enciphering or deciphering.